These are the flowers that you've probably seen loads and loads of pictures of that have sprung up since the heavy rain of a few weeks ago. This is the running track that I use in the mornings, and I wish you could smell it because there's a lovely gentle fragrance that comes from these, but also in among them we're now getting the purple bluey flowers, which I think are beautiful as well. And there's actually two shades of yellow. There's these larger yellow ones and some very small yellow flowers as well. Stunning, isn't it? Excuse me, huffing and puffing. I've been running, but I just thought I'd stop and take some video of what is a typical family finca here in Haria. Some of you will recognise this track that comes up past the football ground. So what we've got basically is two fields. This one is surrounded by these very old grapevines. I would guess that those are close to, if not more than 100 years old, protected by little low walls. The big field has had something planted in it. It looks like it might be potatoes. Over on this side we've got more young vines. Quite a large aljibe, which is that water catcher you can see there. Catches water coming in and stores it in that little shed. That section at the back there are potatoes. At the front the rows are prepared for something to be planted. Here are the young vines in the Zocco's fruit trees, apricots and cherries. And at the top end we've got garlic, tomatoes and onions. So there you go, that's a typical family finca, and on the weekends you'll see the family up here weeding, picking, sowing and doing all the things that you would do normally. And in this section there's quite a lot more growing. Pumpkins, onions, garlic. I think those are lettuces in the centre of the frame now. No idea what the small plants are we're looking at now. Julie would know. And these fincas were traditionally built close to a barranco, and you can't see it from here, but the barranco runs just the other side of this very small field, bringing rainwater down from the mountain there, and it would have been collected to use on the finca. Now they have their own water catcher device and those two water tanks there. Today is Tuesday, it's quite breezy as you can hear. Bit of cloud about, but also plenty of blue sky. It's about 21 degrees at the moment, and the flowers still looking beautiful up here. I always find this section of the route interesting because we've got two houses here side by side, both of which are modern, new constructions. I've watched them being built over the last few years, but one has been built very much in the traditional Canarian style and the other has been built very much in the modern style. Across from this one we've got a little piece of land with some young olive trees on either side and fig trees in the middle. I love the use of the Canarian chimneys at the two entrances to this house. Another chimney at the back there. Got some amusing touches, the hands holding the lights outside the garage and the house itself. But as you can see, very much traditional Canarian style, small windows, cornerstones. They've even used lime render, which is why it looks that slightly creamy colour. And on the end here, a lovely Canarian balcony looking down over the village and fruit trees in Zocco's. Right next door we come to this other house I've watched being built, which is super modern in style. There you go, a balcony with glass, this lovely glass corner on it, which goes across both stories. And there's the driveway. And over there, just out of interest, is the rest home for old folks here in Haria. Many of you will recognise Via Toledo, which is just opening up. My travels this week have brought me down to Costa Teguise for a meeting, and I thought I'd just shoot a little bit as I stroll back to the car along the promenade. Excuse me if it's a little bit bouncy. You can see the cycleway and the disabled way on the promenade here in Costa Teguise. One of the original watchtowers here. And this beach we're coming up to now is Playa Bastian. A couple of people swimming, a couple of people sunbathing. It's still quite early, it's 11:30 in the morning. Lovely blue sky, as you can see, 22 degrees currently. Very quiet along here. Normally this time of the day, in the winter, it would be full of people out walking. There are a few, but not many. Couple of cyclists enjoying the gorgeous weather. And then that's the apartment complex known as Playa Bastian. Lots of really nice apartments, direct access to the beach here, and there are a number of villas in the property as well. And I gather a very good pool bar. These zoccos are rather nice. They've been built here so that when it's windy, you can shade from the wind, but still be on the sand. Lots of people out cleaning and weeding a bit further back, so presumably they'll work their way down here. I'll just step onto the beach to wrap this up. And give you a quick sweep around. So there's Via Toledo, where we first started. And this is Playa Bastian. There you go.